Hi there. I wanted to tell you about this really neat thing that I found on Etsy.com. If you've never checked out Etsy.com, you should do so, unless you have a spending problem, and then don't. Or like impulsive shopping problem. But if you are looking for something and you don't think it exists, or you're having trouble finding something that you're looking for, seriously check Etsy.com, ETSY.com, because there's literally everything on there. And there's so many talented people who make amazing things. I mean, these people have such amazing talents. They can sew, and they're really neat. There's these really amazing artists on there, and they come in, there's paintings, there's people who can sew, there's people who make, I mean, there's everything you can imagine on Etsy. And I think it's a great place to shop because you're really helping support an artist in their craft, or someone doing something that they love. And I think that's awesome. So anyhow, anybody who's on the Dave Ramsey plan is for finances, my husband and I can say that now. You have to watch my other videos to know what that means. We are at the very beginning stages. We're just starting. But Dave Ramsey has what's called the debt snowball as a way to pay down your debt. And on his website, I found that he actually has a debt snowball tool or program that you can plug in all your debt and the numbers, and it gives you like a complete summary of everything, like when you'll be debt free, how much interest you're paying. It gives you a lot of helpful information. And you can go to his website and you can try that for free. And it will let you put in all your numbers, and it will spit out the information for you, but it doesn't save your information if you use the free thing. So if you wanted to keep using that to get an idea of where you are financially, you would have to re-enter your information every time, unless you sign up for his entire tool program. I don't know what it's called. It's like his toolbox or his software program. He has Gazelle budgeting software, which some people like, but I've heard it's not as good as YNAB or You Need a Budget, which is what I use, and it's superior, I think. But he has a software program, and then the debt snowball tool, and all that is included in that 7-day free trial. And then once the trial's over, you have to sign up for an annual subscription or monthly. I think you can do monthly or annually. But for me, that isn't really an option right now. And I really am very happy with my software, so I won't want to use that whole package. It would be nice if he would let you use just the debt snowball, but that's not an option. So after I saw that, I'm like, that's really kind of cool. And I have a sheet that I've shown you. If you've watched any of my other videos, in one of them I showed you my debt log. I think in probably 2 of them. It's just a sheet that I made up that lists my debts from lowest amount to highest amount, from least to greatest. And it just lists information like the interest rate, our payoff amount, what our minimum payment is, and what I pay every month in case I make extra payment on it. And that's helpful, but it gives me very basic information. But it is a summary of that information. But once I saw Dave Ramsey's snowball tool, I'm like, man, that would be really nice, because that really gives you a lot of additional information that would be very helpful. So then what do? I turn to Etsy.com, and I always just search just to see what's on there, because so many people have come up with a lot of really cool things. So, I went on Etsy.com and just typed in, debt snowball. And only one thing came up, which was kind of surprising, but it was really cool. And I will show you what it is, because I actually ended up getting it. It was like $4, I think. It's a spreadsheet. It's an Excel spreadsheet download. And even if you're very good on Excel, you would maybe be able to do this on your own. I mean, I can get around in Excel, but I'm not doing formulas and all that too much. So for me, this was actually really kind of a neat find. Here's what it looks like printed. Obviously, I can't show you the screen because I don't know how to show screenshots and stuff. It is customizable once you save it to your computer. And this Etsy shop is Tidy Mighty, TIDYMIGHTY, and I will put the link below to this Etsy shop. Once you download it. It's completely customizable, but this shop is having a sale through all of July, 10% off. So this was, I want to say this was $4 normally, and then I got 10% off of that. Or maybe it was $5. I don't remember. It was $4 or $5. It was pretty cheap. I would say that's cheap. And then you can get a 10% off with her discount code of 10 off, just the number 10 with OFF right after it. So you can get 10% off through the month of July. And she's got a lot of printables and things like this. She's got sheets and printables for every day of the week for any kind of thing you would like. So her shop is really cool to check out. But for me, this was a really neat find. So what this is, I'm trying to see if you can see it. I'm trying to peek through the hole at the top. I put it in my binder, but I plugged in our different debts. As you can see, boom, boom, boom. So there's space for 6 of them. And our mortgage would have been the 6th one, but I didn't put that in because Dave Ramsey says not to. He says don't worry about the mortgage until later. So normally I would have put the mortgage in, but I didn't this time because I'm not dealing with the mortgage right now. So that's why that last space is empty for us. But I just thought it was neat that we had exactly 6 debts. So you list all your debts, you put in the information over here, and then in the middle box, I'm bringing you in closer. The middle box, it says months until paid for each of these debts. So it tells you how many months you have until your debts are paid. And then over here in these purple boxes, it gives you a summary of all of this information that's over here. So like this is the total debt amount, and that lists our total debt, and ours is like $33,000. Total debt payments, what you pay every month in your debt. Reinvest rate, which I honestly am not even 100% sure what that is. Then it gives you a date that you'll be debt-free by. We'll be debt-free by December 2016 if we just continue to make our minimum payments. And then your current interest payments every month. Yeah, we're paying like $300 in interest every month. So I just thought that this was really kind of neat. This is a much cheaper way to keep track of your debt snowball if you want to have something that calculates it all for you. If I were able to figure out how to do all these calculations, I may have just done it on my own, but I don't know how to do that. So this was very cool for me. And so this is what I'm going to print out every month. And like you can customize the header, like the little red thing. You know, I customized it to say what I wanted it to say. And then I spilled some water on it outside, so I've got some water drops. But anyhow, check this out. If you're interested, if you're doing the debt snowball and you want to have a debt snowball tool, this seems really cool, and it's on sale, 10% off. So the link for this Etsy shop, it's Tidy Mighty, and I've listed it below. So have a good day. Bye.